Hey, welcome to Nightway Radio. We're here with Vanessa, all the way from Australia.
That's right. It's such a pleasure to be on your show. It's 2 a.m. in Melbourne at the moment, so I had to go pretty up a little bit for this. It's such a pleasure to be on your show, Buster.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
inviting me.
That's what I was wondering. I know, like I told you, I had a friend from Australia.
Yes.
Um, I still can't remember where exactly he's located at, but he was like I say, y'all on different time zone than we are. I think it's about 12 hours difference.
I
It's
I just I just can't even think about it. Every time I have to do an interview on radio, I'm always asking, well, what time it is it now? Because I just can't figure it all out. But I ended up figuring it out with you real quick.
yeah, we did, we did.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Um, How's everything going out there with your music career being sort of put on hold? Uh,
Yes.
you know what
Yes.
I'm saying with the COVID
Abs-
19?
Absolutely. I mean, look, I knew I was coming into Nashville to record my album, so I'd planned everything, the marketing and the shows and everything, as you do when you do an album. And I got the album done. I flew into Nashville in February. I got the album done, and then I think it was the first week of March when I was trying to get back home. It got really difficult, and then I found out everything's in lockdown. There was no marketing. There was no shows. All the shows are cancelled. And I think all the shows are also cancelled till mid next year.
Okay.
So there's absolutely nothing as an artist we can do. I think our industry got hit the worst, to be honest. We were the first ones that shut down. And of course, everybody else,
Right.
it started to roll over, but all the shows were cancelled. So if you're asking me how the album's going as far as the marketing and actually going out there and performing and singing your songs to an audience, well, that didn't do very well. However, I must thank radio stations such as yourself, because it's the radio stations in Australia, Europe, and America who's actually keeping me alive as far as my music is concerned. So I want to thank you very much for supporting artists such as myself, because right now we're at the mercy of radio stations, and it really is wonderful to see the support we're getting from radio world, really.
Well, um, I know we're in two different countries. I don't know how it is for y'all to go out over there to perform. I don't know if
Hmm.
y'all on lockdown over there like we are.
There is no shows
It
at all.
isn't? Okay.
Nothing. Nothing.
So,
Well, Melbourne is in complete lockdown, so I know that the other states are kind of trying and trying to, but yeah, it's just, yeah, it's really crazy at the moment.
for all the independent artists out there like you and the rest of you, it's sort of hard on y'all because
It is.
some of you make a got second jobs,
Right.
and then some of you have only got this job as an
Correct.
artist
Correct.
to go out there and get your music. Now,
Absolutely.
me and you was talking the other day about different styles, like the American country music and stuff, to
Yes.
compare to Australia country music. Can you
Yes.
elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure. Look, for me, country music, I grew up on Nashville country. I grew up, and that's why my music is real traditional country, really. It's
Right.
not even, I mean, I won't even go across into anything else but traditional country, because it's the only country I know.
Thank you.
Australia is a little bit different. The country that we have is more Australian ballads, really, and it's beautiful because country music, they really look at the beautiful part of Australia and they write about it,
Right.
and it really is very beautiful. I love it. Unfortunately, I can't get into it because I think with Australian music, when you need to have, when you write a song, you should probably be, uh, 2 or 3 generation Australian, and I'm not. I moved to Australia when 30, about 30 years ago. So
Okay.
and though I'm very very Australian, don't get me wrong, I am really Australian. But when it comes to a song, when you go to write a song, uh, I think there has to be some sort of connection, like, that you can really, really sit down and think about something and just write it straight off, straight off what your mind's thinking. And unfortunately, and fortunately, traditional country does that to me.
Good. I
So
mean,
so I leave the Australian country, the ballads and all of that, to the real Australian country artists, if you know
right,
what I mean. And they
right.
do a fantastic job, and I admire them for it.
Well, you got one out there called a cheating heart. I've listened to it.
Lion, Cheat, and Heart.
I mean, lion cheating heart. There you go.
Yes,
I apologize.
yes,
I was thinking of one called cheating heart too, but you got that out there, and
yes.
you sent me another one. Like I told you, my memory sometimes is not. If it ain't right in front of me, I'll forget my own name. But I'm joking. But
What?
I've been doing this for the artists, uh, going on 11 years. But I started doing it for the independent country artists about, I want to say, 7 or 8 years ago.
Yes.
And I appreciate all the artists out there.
Hmm.
Y'all are wonderful.
Hmm.
Y'all are great. Y'all
Thank you.
awesome.
We work hard.
Yep, you work hard.
Real hard.
We talked about, songwriting and stuff. And,
Right.
uh,
Right.
you've had some time to write some songs, and you got your album that you said you just got
That's
done
right.
with.
Well, look, it's great to be an artist. It's great to be a songwriter and all of that. That's great. But you need a lot of blessings along the way. And I've been really blessed with my producer, Kurt Ryle, in Nashville. Kurt and me have been working for 2 years, and every song we released went to number one in Europe. And,
Cool.
and Australia, it's done so well considering it's traditional country. And now I've got lovely Americans playing my songs, and I'm so happy I'm traditional country because it fits right in. For an Australian to sing a Nashville country song, I must say, when I got into the studio, Kurt kept giggling all throughout it, because as I'd sing, there'd be, my accent is more Australian, and
Right,
he'd giggle to himself because he'd hear it, and and we'd correct it a little bit, and I loved it because you Americans, they know how to sing a song, especially a
right,
country song,
right,
right? So that's there, and if you listen to the album, here and there, I still feel I can pick it up. That the Australian accent's in there, but I think it's rather cute, so that's all right. We've left it in. But look, "Lying Cheat and Heart" was the first song I released off the album.
okay,
I released this in July on my birthday. It did extremely well. It went to number 4 on the Australian charts, country charts. And also in Tasmania, they have their own charts as well. And they usually always end up being up there, 1, 2, or 3, up on the charts. And it went to number 2, and I'm really happy. Right now, it's doing really well in Europe. So it's still going around. And now it's been released in America. It
um,
took a while. It's only because of the COVID. I had everything planned and ready, but everything just went on hold and everything else. So I've had to do all of this on my own without a marketing company. So, like I said, I really love you guys. Thank you so much for all your
well,
support on radio.
you know,
Um,
I understand what you're saying about doing on your own,
yeah,
and I appreciate that a person, special artist like you and other artists out there, can do this stuff. I mean, time time costs money though, still.
right, right.
And we work so hard at it to get you. I do, to get every artist out there. You can't put a if you get 100 songs a day, you couldn't put all 100 songs on the radio at the time. So you
No.
got to mix it up.
No, and when I go to number one on the Europe country charts, there's about 3,000 songs that go into radio stations. So when you hit that number one spot, you not only get to feel proud that you're number one, but you get to appreciate the other artists there, because we've got some fantastic singers in country music. And one of the reasons I'll never leave traditional countries, because country music tends to keep me humble. It tends to keep me grounded. I don't know why, it just does, because the songs you sing are so innocent and simple sort of songs, but they're beautiful songs. So,
Right.
you know, but yeah, I mean, Line Cheating Heart has done very well for me. And the thing is, that was July. So we're going into September, going into October now. So it's time for me to release another song.
Okay.
And that's why you have the brand new song that's just been released. Actually, it's not yet released in Australia. It's coming out on the 16th of September officially.
Right.
I did a quick video for it because it was my parents' 51st anniversary, wedding anniversary. And I thought that this song suited the event. So what I did was, as you know, my Facebook, I have a lot of fans from all over the world, and I always spoil them because I always release a song with a video on my Facebook, so they get to hear it, because not everyone's connected to the radio stations, especially people in India and places like that. So anyway, and I did a kind of like a soft release really of the song, so it's on Facebook already, but officially it's getting released on the 16th of September, which is in the
Okay.
next few days, by the way. And I also sent it to the American radio stations, to through Dina Woods, and she's done such a fantastic job, and that's how I'm getting to talk to you, because I think it came through that link. So yeah, so I'm about to release Young at Heart. I think it's a fabulous song. It's country, traditional
Yeah.
country,
Yeah.
the way I like it. Yes.
Well, traditional country, if you go back and look in history of country music, it comes from everybody's heart.
Right.
And if you think about it, the way I've heard you sing these songs, you
Yeah,
can tell it comes from the heart of the
it
artist.
does. It does. It does.
And, that's what I love is where it
That's
comes,
right.
the
Eh,
relationship of the music and stuff. You put it all together of the artist, and you know who the artist is. They
That's
trying to
right.
tell it comes from the heart.
That's right.
And
And
so,
this song, yeah, A Line Cheating Heart was written by myself and John Castleberry, he's a fantastic writer. The new song, which is Young at Heart, which is the title song of the album, Young at Heart, was written by myself and Kurt Ryle, my producer. So we collaborate together and get the best out of it. And it's not just for ourselves, really. It's for the people that really need to heal sometimes. I think also people who just want to escape the world and listen to a beautiful song and puts them in a better place. And country music, to me, that's what I'm supposed to do as an artist. It's not about going out there making these albums, getting all this fame and fortune and all of that. For me, honestly, when I write a song, I always think of my audience, and I make sure that whatever song I sing is touching someone out there, who's
well,
helping someone out there, just to heal a little bit or feel happy or whatever it is.
right. Talking about young at heart, somewhere in all of us, don't matter how old you are or how young you are, but especially the older, somewhere inside of us, we are all young at heart. I
Absolutely.
mean, still today. And so, it goes back to what I'm saying about the music, the
That's
song
right.
that you've written.
That's right.
Somewhere, we're older in life,
But we're
but
always
life,
young at heart.
amen. We always
especially
are.
when especially when it comes to love. We're always young at heart. Think about it. You'd see a big grown man, some big tough guy, and
Right.
he sees a little girl or a little boy. He'll be holding that the child's
Mhm.
hand,
Yeah.
and that's love. So it doesn't matter how old you are, how tough you are, how big you are, whatever it is you're doing. When it comes to love, you're always young at heart, isn't
True,
it?
true. Amen to
Yeah.
that. I mean,
Mm.
but the things that goes on with the music, and you said you just going to release it in a few days.
Yes.
I have not put it on because I'm waiting to that day, like
Okay.
I told you,
Yes.
because I don't want it to get ahead of the ball game of you releasing it.
It's quite
And
all right. Yeah. It's
it's
quite
a
all
pretty
right.
song. It's a pretty song.
It is.
Um,
Mhm.
you know, so what's down the road for you?
Well, this album will keep me busy probably for the next year and a half. I've already started looking at the music for the next album, really. And of course I'll be in Nashville to record the next album. But right now, with with the pandemic that's going on and everything that's delayed, like everyone else, I have no idea what's going on.
Me
anything I
neither.
anything I plan, it's like, whoa, let's hold this for a minute now. Let's all not
Right.
run off in all directions. So to be honest with you, that's the big question, I suppose, with anybody, and goes for me as well. I have no idea. I've
Well,
got
you
this
ain't the only
album.
one.
I haven't released. I'm actually again. I did a soft sort of release because a lot of my fans were waiting for this album, and because of the COVID and all the lockdowns, and you know how crazy it went in March, April, May, June, July, and we're still
Right.
going. I couldn't hold on to this album, like, because not because of anything else, but it's just that my fans, it's the time that they want to escape something. They want to escape what's going on. So I
You're
decided
right.
to put it up on all the downloading sites so you could buy it if you go to iTunes or Google, wherever, Amazon, I think, as well. And of course, if you want the physical CD, you can come to ebay.com.au, AU
Okay.
as in Australia, and I send it out. But the funny thing is that a lot of my fans got on to buy this because a lot of my fans want the physical CD. Okay, they have it already. They'll go and buy it on iTunes. Don't get me wrong, they'll buy it on iTunes, but they still want the CD. I think it's for the car or whatever. And I had so many orders that couldn't go out of Melbourne because of the lockdown.
Right.
So you won't believe it. They all waited for 3 months. I had to
Dang.
ship. I had to ship off a few to the UK, and from the UK, it had to be sent out, and it was only sent out last week. And they'd
Dang.
bought it like in July. But like I said, my fans are the sweetest in the world, and they understand. So
Well,
I'm really grateful for that.
over here, a lot of us going, the CDs are still out there. But a
Yes,
lot of your vehicles today over here do not have a CD player in them
right,
because everybody is got a memory stick that
correct.
they download. That's why, the digital world out there, Spotify, uh,
Mm,
uh, iTunes, wherever you can find it, people are downloading, like you said, your album from there too. But they
yes,
putting it on the stick so they can play it in their vehicles, or they
right.
putting it on, cell phones
Yes.
and stuff, or they can, if they jogging or walking or something, I do some, I put some music over there when I'm not jogging, I wish, but,
Yeah.
that I'm doing, doing something and want to hear it without hearing a lot of noise in the background.
Right.
Um, I do that. So,
Yeah.
I'm glad you said, because that was my next question, where to go get your music and your
Yeah.
album from,
Yeah.
So
Well, we all need the support. I'm not talking just about me. I'm talking about, listen, if you're listening right now and you've got a favorite artist, believe me, they really, really need you, because we all are, really wondering what's going on, and all our shows are canceled. So if you have a favorite artist, doesn't have to be me. If it can be any other artist out there, if you have one, go and show a little bit of support. They really need it. I need it too, but
You know,
only if you like my music, that is.
that's something I should have been saying for a long time. I try to say it anyway. No matter who it is, artist, somebody that's got a family, that's working, that's
That's
laid
right.
off,
That's right.
these people need help. Not only in
Yes.
this country, but in Australia,
Anywhere.
UK, yeah, anywhere in this
Absolutely.
world. If a
Absolutely.
person could help, it would be nice if they would.
Right.
You know, somewhere along
Right.
the line, I know this is not the right time to say it, but somewhere along the line, it's a song for that
Right.
out there for the heart to get
Yes.
it across to people that y'all need help as an
That's
artist,
right. That's right.
as a person, not only as an
Right.
artist, but as a person.
Right.
You got to
Thank
look
you.
at it at that way too, because
That's right.
uh, you got a job to do,
That's
and your
right.
job is to go out there and make other people happy.
Right.
So when you can't do your job as a person, not as an artist, but as a person,
Yes.
you can't make them happy. You can't make money to live.
Right. Right you are.
And it's
Right you are.
sad. It's
And
sad
thank you.
that a
And
lot of
thank
people
Yeah. And
are
thank you
out
for
there.
understanding that.
I mean, I
Uh
understand it. I wish there
yeah,
was ways outside of doing what I'm doing now
I
to
know.
help artists and
But you're
help
doing but you're doing a lot for us just by doing this. I'm
and help
sure of it.
people on the outside anyway, because
Yes.
you know um, it's hard. It's hard
That's
to
right.
live.
It is. It is. You know,
Um,
and I really hope that everything goes well. Look, I'm not the only artist that went out there. It so happened I was the only one that went, did the album, closed shop, got on a flight, and we all went into lockdown. I don't know if there's any other artist out there that did what I did.
did
And
the
and
thing.
but if I'm grateful, because if I didn't have to go and do this and get this album, I don't even know what I'd be doing right now. So right now, I mean, I'm so blessed that I actually got to do an album and I've got it right in my hand,
Yeah,
you know?
a
And
lot of
and
them
it's
are on
not
hold.
yeah, and it's not just an album. The people that the musicians that backed me, I mean, people like Tommy White, Wanda Wick, Kurt Ryle, Dennis Holt. These are big name people. These are people that actually end up playing for the Grand Ole Opry. These are
Right,
people that have played for very, very famous people. And I ended up, because I got that good a producer, I love him. He's the greatest
right.
ever. And he got them to record on this album for me. And that's how blessed I am. That's how blessed I feel that, I've got the best musicians backing me, and I've got a fantastic album, traditional country. You couldn't get more traditional than this. The names of the songs. And I remember there's one song on this album. It's called Me and Billy Joe. Okay. It was written by Amanda McCarthy. And when it was given to me, and I looked at it and I said, "Oh, I can't sing this. Right. This is not, this is not my traditional country." And then Kurt, my producer, said to me, "Well, come on, Vanessa, you need to step out a little bit." I said, "All right, then I'll give it a go." I tell you, the radio stations absolutely love it. It is the new sort of country,
There
but
you go.
it's very Texas country. Fantastic song.
I'm
I
so
can't, I
happy.
can't, yeah, I can't wait for you to get the album. Actually, you're gonna love it. I think you will. But then but there are some classic songs. The next one after all of this, the next one I'm releasing is called "Don't Judge Me." What a song. You're gonna love it. But anyway, look, I can just keep talking about this album, but all I want to say is that I'm so blessed. I am so blessed to have been in the hands of Nashville, to be in the hands of Kurt Ryle and the team there at Black Ribbon label, and I'm a signed artist to them. By the way, I
Well,
got signed up
congratulations,
second.
congratulations.
Thank you. Second
Well,
second day recording, I got offered the contract, and I said, "Why not?" And absolutely, it's been the highlight for me actually this year.
well, congratulations for that. You know, you're
Thank you.
talking about these people that played at the Grand Ole Opry with you,
Yeah, yeah,
that played on your album and stuff for you.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
uh, the band did. You know, thanks to them, because right now some of them probably are sitting at home
That's right.
wondering what are, and
That's
they
right.
they are just like any of the rest of us, is sitting
That's
at
right.
home not being able to get out.
Yep.
Because I've
Yep.
always wanted to take, like, if an artist is close by, independent artist, take the station to them and
That's
do a
right.
show with them.
Yes.
As they do it to get it out there. But
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
hard right now because it ain't much going on.
That's right.
Um,
That's right.
and
Breaks my heart.
yeah, that last song, you was talking about, uh, I think I can feel that to a lot of people and stuff that's
Yeah.
going on. And
That's right.
when I get a chance to go out and either buy the album or you send it to me to play,
Sure.
uh,
Sure.
I will
Sure.
I will go out and get that song out,
Sure.
and I might do a live. When I do it live when I play it,
Sure.
and
That'd be lovely.
uh, I'm still I'm used to this here, but when I'm on doing a show on the actual software and stuff, and you don't see people, but all you see is a computer screen and stuff, and you see
Right.
a camera in front of you, and you see your face,
That's right.
but it's still hard for me because I'm listening to the music in the headset that ain't
Yeah.
blaring out in the studio, and
Right.
I don't know what to say to people actually, except when I'm doing the show. Here
Mm-hmm.
come up Vanessa with her Young at Heart.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song. I hope y'all enjoy it. Stuff like that. But
Yes.
when you're doing this, I can actually see you.
Yes.
I can actually see the person, see the
Yes.
reaction, and
Yes.
love what's behind it,
That's
because
right.
it's a beautiful world we live
And
in, and we
absolutely.
got to respect each other
Mm-hmm.
and love each other
Correct.
and take care of each other.
That's right.
And this is the only way I know out here to be able to help them, by
And
playing y'all's music.
yeah, and that says a lot to artists such as myself. I truly am very thankful for your time today,
You're
and
welcome.
what can I say? I think every artist should be on here, and so that everybody can get to know the artist a little bit. Sometimes you've got photo shoots and album covers and all of that, and I think the audience sometimes just wants to get to know the person,
Right.
and that's why I'm very active on my Facebook, because I connect with my fans on a personal level.
Right.
I could very easily I think I've got about 5,000 people following me. I've got 5,000 on my Facebook, and then I've got thousands on another group and all of that. But it's not about the numbers. It's about the fact that I think it's important that your fans get to know you. You know,
That's it. That's it.
and it's not about the photographs and not about the songs. It's about people getting to know you. And the funny thing about this whole pandemic, okay, I think it's a good thing in a way, or rather I'd like to see it in a positive way,
Right.
that people are getting to know people, you know
Well,
lot
talking
lot of
about, go ahead.
big
I'll let you
big
finish what your
okay
thought was.
because Facebook and all these things, you can be anybody you want to be, and that's not really you and all of that. But right now, a lot of people are getting to know a lot of, especially artists and things like that, on a personal level, which is wonderful. It really is.
Yeah,
Like, I do a live show once a month for my fans. I go on, I talk about things, I sing them their favorite cover songs, always,
right.
right? Because we need to respect where the music came from. Yeah,
Amen.
we need to respect Patsy Cline, Merle Haggard, Randy Travis. I mean, these are my these are
Johnny
my
Cash.
favorite. Charlie Pride. Let's
Right.
put
Yeah.
Charlie Pride in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to respect that. So when I do a show, I always start off with the best cover songs that I know my fans love and they request or whatever over
Right.
the month, and then I end up singing the original songs, whichever one I'm releasing. I tell them when it's being released, and all that. So they get to know me, and I can be funny on there. They get to see me live, which is not an act. It's real. I mean, I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine getting on a camera, going live to all these people, and putting on a fake thing. I can't do that. I'm not really good at that. So they get to see me, and they get to know me, and then they get to match up everything
Right.
because over the years, I've said what I had to say, or put out whatever I had to say, and then they get to match up everything, and then they get to know, gosh, she really is like that, so, which is a good thing. And I think that artists, need to connect with their fans. Very important, because see, it's not about the money, it's not about the fan buying the album, it's about the fans' time. See, time is very, very expensive,
Yeah. It is. It is.
right? and
You
and
know.
and though we all have it, people don't it's very expensive.
Yeah.
So
No matter
you
what
couldn't
you do.
you couldn't put a dollar value on somebody's time, even if it's for 3 or 4 minutes, for them to listen to your song, you know and I get spoiled by my fans, because not only will they listen to it, they'd come on and they'd say the sweetest things ever.
Well, to listen to your music and to understand who you are, you said a few of them, Patsy Cline,
That's right.
Randy Travis, you
Merle
know,
Haggard,
Merle Haggard.
the great
Sorry
Merle
about that.
Haggard.
But what I'm getting at, that is traditional country music.
Great.
And, I think, like I was telling you the other day on the phone when me and you saw, uh, it's coming back.
It
It's
is.
coming back to America. A lot of the younger people wants to hear that instead of
That's right.
the pop or the pop country, or however you want to say it, the fast beat music. They want to get, but if
Yeah,
you think about a love song
that's
and
right.
you see the way they sing it today,
That's right.
to me, it don't feel like, to a certain way, it comes from the heart. Now, when you sing it to traditional way, like you
That's
would
right.
be in church on Sunday morning, listening to a old traditional gospel song,
That's right.
then you would think, hey,
Correct.
that's an artist.
Hmm.
That is a person. That's a human being.
That's
That's
right.
coming from the heart.
That's
It's just
right.
like I'm doing now with this show. I'm trying to come from my heart to get the artist out. You was talking a few minutes ago, and I didn't want to interrupt you, was about a, how would I say it? Uh, about seeing the person.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done several different interviews on by phone when I first started doing this.
Yes.
It's easy sometimes to talk to the person, but now it's more fun to talk to, because you get to see the artist, you get to
That's
know
right.
the artist,
That's right.
you get to know who they are, what they do for a living.
Correct.
So, I appreciate your time, Vanessa. Come back.
Absolutely.
Uh, uh, if you ever want to do a Facebook takeover, I can set that up. Like, want to say in between your fans on your page, you want to come over and just message me, say, hey, can you set me up so I can go on your Nightwave Radio Facebook page
Lovely.
and do that. But, Nightwave Radio, HT Management with Paula Burns and myself. And my sponsor is CBD hemp with the oil for health. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
y'all got that in y'all's country.
No.
Uh, well, it's some good stuff. I should
Okay.
put some on my shoulder for pain
All right.
because I hadn't took pain pills in a couple of years because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but what I'm saying, on behalf of me and HT Management, we appreciate you on the show today.
Um.
Um, hopefully you'll come back,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully when you decide to release another song in a month or something, hey, hit me
Mm-hmm.
up on Facebook. Say, hey, I want to come back. I want to be on the show to release
Lovely.
another song.
I certainly will. I want to thank you and your management for having me on. It's such a pleasure, Buster. It
Yes, ma'am.
really is. I really enjoyed this talk with you, and I get to see you, like you said, and it's fantastic. And thank you so much for the
Yeah,
support you're giving artists like myself. I wish every artist out there the best in the world, and I hope we all make it. And God bless you and your families. And I look forward to doing this again. And like you said, next time I'd like this to be a public post so all my fans can have a listen in. Right now,
okay.
I don't think I'm able to do that. But
Yeah,
if you
you,
do it as a public post, I'd be able to put it on.
well, it is I got it sent out as a public post on my page, or,
Fabulous.
or it's on my uh, Iron C Stutz page. You can go
Lovely.
on there and reshare
Okay.
it all you want to,
All
and tell
right.
all your fans to share it. And
Oh,
hey, we'll do this again. God bless
absolutely.
you. I
God bless.
respect you. Like I told you on the phone,
Thank you.
you're a nice lady,
Thank you.
and everybody should respect everybody out there. Yes, ma'am.
Abs-
Yes, sir. To all,
absolutely.
no matter how old you are, how young you
Mm.
are.
Yes.
Um, God
I
bless.
think
Have a
God
safe
bless, and God bless everyone watching in. Please stay safe and don't worry. This too shall pass. Thank you and God bless. Bye bye now.
Nightwave, Nightwave Radio and HT Management with Vanessa. God bless y'all and have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.